I think that the framing of the ocean was really the impetus to everything, right? And there's this sense of like, you are on the water. You can't really compete with the water. There's no way that we can come up with the most beautiful house and that view is always going to be better, right? So it's framing it so that it shines, but sort of receding, right, in the process.
The client came to us wanting a home that was, you know, approachable, casual, you know, looked really nice, felt really nice, but wasn't this thing that you couldn't touch and you couldn't sit on.
The general feel for the kitchen and main living space of the home was soft, beachy, sophisticated, with touches of romance, like the drapery and the soft billowing fabrics that are happening in several instances in the room. For the living room, we were looking to provide as much very comfortable furniture as possible. The sofa has a very luxe depth to it. It has a high back, so it really embraces you when you want to sit down and watch TV. It's meant to gather as many family members as possible.
My favorite room, I think, is the playroom. It was a different kind of playroom for us. Like, it's definitely still fun and carefree, but I would say it's a little bit more sophisticated than what we've done in the past. We have the subtle wallpaper on the ceiling, which is just like this grid that is a combination of pinks, greens, and blues. And I think that it makes it gender neutral in a really nice way, and it's a very calm and serene space. Both like a parent and a child together can really genuinely enjoy that space. I'm really happy with how the girls' room turned out. I just think it's really playful and fun, but it's also sophisticated and kind of grown up. I think it's something that's full circle of like kind of connecting to the overarching concept of the home. I think my favorite element of the primary bedroom is the sheer drapery. It just creates this really, really romantic feel when they're closed. I think we're starting to use more fabric like that in other projects, but that was our first time ever using a sheer quite like that.
What about the primary bathroom?
In the primary bedroom and in the primary bathroom, we wanted it to feel a little bit more luxe because the house is so big. So we chose to use a bit of a darker plaster on the walls and a bit of a darker color for the paneling. So when you walk into the primary bedroom, you already have a little bit of a different feel in terms of the warmth of the walls. And then when you go further into the primary bathroom, you have this really immersive, beautiful paneling. I think there's something that feels really nice about that.
I love the way that room just feels really like a retreat. It's so spa-like, and the detail of all of that, you know, it's just very seamless and very, very beautifully executed. Another element of this house that came out absolutely stunning is the bar. The exposure of the bar, the idea. I know that the client originally came in saying that they wanted to have a bar, but there was no complete thought, right? Like, what was that gonna look like? And I know that when we saw the two windows, we were like, this is where it needs to live, right? And then you guys took it from there and came back with this wonderful design and idea.
It was like that perfect scenario of a client where they just put so much trust in you. I remember during the initial design presentation, they weren't really sure if they wanted more serious guest rooms or, you know, bathrooms, things like that, or if they wanted to be a little bit more playful. And I think that's a common thing where it's like, okay, we want things to still be colorful and fun, but like, where do we find that balance? It's a beach house, it's a vacation house, so it's, you know, we definitely had fun with color, but I think I remember specifically in this project, after that initial design meeting of the client choosing all of the fun guest rooms, we were so excited. That was definitely a highlight.
This was such a pleasant experience working with this client, and part of that is that we had the client's like full trust.
Yes.
And I think that it just shows that oftentimes when you can have your client's full trust, you can produce your best work. Just how anyone is a specialist in their field, they're coming to us because we are design professionals, and I think that that trust is really, really important.